What's going on, y'all? This is Isaiah Fowler, the founder of SWAV Eyewear and SWAV Agency. And I have a really good episode for you today, right? I promise you. Every episode is really good, but I have a really good episode for you today. I have a lot of good insight for you. And so before we get started in this episode, subscribe to this channel, right? Share this with a friend that has a business, a product-based business, because this platform, this YouTube channel, this podcast is focused on helping people grow their direct-to-consumer brand from a strategical perspective. Everything we talk about is not sexy, it's not popular, right? It's not trendy, but these are the things, I talk about the things that really will move the needle in your business. And that's kind of like what this topic is about today. But a lot of people really think that you can just, throw some Facebook ads up and that's it. And like your company takes off. And if that's the case, there would be way more people in the product space like murdering the game. But it doesn't work like that. And there's a reason why. So be sure to tune in, to subscribe, to comment on the videos, check out all the videos. I'll be dropping sauce on you guys to really help you grow your business methodically, strategically, like a real company would, right? So I'm gonna pose a question to you. Are you a CEO or are you a marketer? I really want you to think about this for a second. Are you a CEO or are you a marketer? And the thing is, there is no right or wrong answer, but whichever one you are or you're striving to be, number one, you need to own it. And number two, you need to know what you're trying to do and who you are and hire the complementing pieces. Because what I've learned is a lot of people say that they're a CEO, but they're really a marketer. And a lot of people say they're a marketer, but they're really a CEO or a COO, right? And so the reason why is because the time that we're in, everybody wants to be a marketer, but it's okay to not be a marketer, right? That's what I want you guys to know and understand. It's okay to not be a marketer. And to be honest, the CEO is who pays the marketer or the marketing agency. You know what I'm saying? So the CEO is the head honcho, right? The CEO is the one who oversees everything. The CEO has multiple departments, and those department heads, report to the CEO for approvals and things like that, right? But do not carry yourself as a marketer if you want to be a CEO, because that's two different things. That's two different people. So I'm gonna tell you a story. I remember when I first got into the online, this online game back in 2016. I was doing real estate before I started the podcast. And I remember I was like, man, I want to, I want to be a marketer. So I started learning all the marketing stuff, literally everything. From affiliate marketing to ClickFunnels, to affiliate marketing ClickFunnels, to doing ads for other people and just doing all these different online things, right? Because one thing that I learned was you gotta try something to really know if that's what you want. But that's for me, right? From a perspective of business, because how are you gonna know if that's what you want if you never tried it or you never felt it, right? So I was always saying I'm a marketer. I understood marketing, but really, as time went on and I was able to reflect on it, I realized that I'm not a marketer. I'm an executive, right? I'm a businessman, right? Because the marketer, I understand the marketing, but I'm not a marketer. I don't like, talking or trying to manipulate people into buying this. And no, I want to build companies. I want to scale companies. I want to sell companies. I want to exit. I want to get acquired. I want to help other people get acquired, right? That's not really what marketers focus on. Marketers more so focus on landing pages, optimizations, conversion rates, click-through rates. Those are marketer specific things, right? Psychology, right? But what about the CEO, right? What about the CEO? The CEO is going to be more so focused on building a team, right? Creating an organizational structure, right? Understanding when are they going to have to raise money, right? Understanding how much money they're going to need. Understanding their business from an operational perspective. Understanding what type of investor they want to bring on into their business, right? What do they want their investors to possess? What qualities? What strategic, advantages do they want their investors to have? Marketers don't focus on these things because a marketer is a portion of your whole business operations, right? And a CEO is overlooking everything, literally everything. So it's important to understand marketing, but if you really have aspirations on building a real business, it's okay to not be the marketer, right? It's okay to hire somebody to perform that and operate in that, capacity in your business. But that's why you have to define and answer the question, are you a CEO or are you a marketer? And, you could change those words to other things. Are you a CEO or a graphic designer? Are you a CEO or this, right? But you want to know where you're at for yourself. You want to know where you fall at. You want to know who you truly are. You want to know what you really want to do. No answer is right or wrong, but you do want to know which one you want to be and who you want to become. Because if you're saying you want to be a CEO, you can't carry yourself like a marketer, right? You can't be solely focused on the things that marketers only focus on. You got to be big, right? You got to have a vision. That's why I say everything starts with a vision. You got to have a long-term vision, right? You got to be a leader, right? As a marketer, you don't necessarily have to have the same qualities as a CEO, because you could be in your cocoon, in your office and just being a nerd at marketing, and that's okay. But as a CEO, you're going to be leading people. You're going to be having, 10, 15, 20, 30 people looking at you, asking you, where are we going next? Right? If you're not ready for that, then, you're going to run into challenges, within your growth, your evolution, and your business. So these are things that you really do have to ask yourself, that you have to think about, and that you have to get honest with yourself about. And you have to define these things. You know what I mean? Are you a CEO? Are you a marketer? Are you a CEO? Are you a graphic designer? There's no right or wrong answer. But what's important is that you answer it, you define it, and you get honest with yourself. Don't say you want to be a CEO of your company, right? If you're not really ready for that, or if you're not willing to grow into that. It's okay to be a marketer, want to be a CEO, and be willing to grow into that, right? But don't say, I want to be this, and you're not doing the things that you need to do in order to get there. Because that's just being, living a contradiction. And, that's like insanity. Because you're going to keep trying to do the same thing, and you're not going to get a different result, but you're going to feel like you deserve a different result. So understand that as a CEO, you're focused on the big vision, the direction. You steering the ship. You delegating, right? The marketer is not doing that, right? They're not doing that. That's why you have a lot of freelance people. They have no structure. You have to be good at creating structure within your business and within your organization. You're building out a whole organization that's going to be operating like a well-oiled machine. Are you ready to spearhead that and be in charge of that and manage that? These are the questions that you have to ask yourself, right? So I'm going to pose this question to you and I'm going to close it out. Are you a CEO or are you a marketer? These are the things that you got to ask yourself. And once you ask yourself and you get honest with yourself, the game changes for you, right? So that's what I wanted to talk about, really. Carry yourself as a CEO if that's what it is. Carry yourself as a marketer. Own whatever it is. Own it. It's okay, whatever it is, but just make sure you own it. Stop living in denial. Stop saying you want this, but you're doing the complete opposite, right? Have your actions coincide with the words that you say so that you can actually manifest that and live it rather than, having this internal conflict because you want this, but you're not doing this. So that's what we got today on the podcast. Are you a CEO or are you a marketer? Answer that question, define it, define yourself, define your roles, and, run it up, go get the money, right? Go make the money, go build the brand, go build the business. Whatever you want to do, go get it, you can have it. But just be honest with yourself. That's really what it boils down to, right? So thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully this was good. Share this with a friend who has a product business who needs to hear about this. And always remember that everything you do in life, it starts with a vision. Peace.